Just a couple of best friends hanging out, best friends hanging out, best friends hanging out.
Yeah. Hey everyone, it's Stewart here. I did record a podcast earlier, but then I played a show and I drank some beer. Sorry, I burped for beer. Poured some wine, had some crock pot, felt pretty good, and thought, fuck it, I'm going to re-record it and do it again. Because I had a fat migraine today. I was just walking around the house just wishing I was dead. And it wasn't because of alcohol, I don't think. I think it was because of my sinuses, which get all fucked up, as everyone knows. I have a big old axe to grind with old Colin and Weaver. The hashtag Woulda Chose podcast, the hashtag Colin Gall podcast, the hashtag Andrew Beaver podcast. Andrew Beaver doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Let me just be clear. And their rap intro was 3 times worse than Electric City by Michael and Dwight from The Office. I made actually a power ranking of top 10 rappers that are still better than Weaver and Colin. I didn't get to 10, but I got to a lot. So it's Dwight and Michael, obviously, from The Office. Vanilla Ice is still better than Colin and Weaver. Kid Rock, still better. Steph Curry in college, still better. Shaquille O'Neal, still better. And Carlton from The Fresh Prince, still better. And then my favorite, Pastor and Mrs. Jim Colrick.
Jesus Christ is my nigga.
Oh, he just dropped the he dropped the N-bomb there. Hold up.
That's because Jesus Christ is my nigga.
Oh, one more time. What did you say? What do you say, Pastor Jim?
This is sick. My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's because Jesus Christ is my nigga.
Still better than Weaver and Colin rapping. What are things that are still better than Colin and Weaver rapping? Evan and Colin dancing at a college party is still better than Colin and Weaver rapping. The Santa Barbara Sundowners are still better than Colin and Weaver rapping. Let's see. What is also still better? I would say the Chargers, but that just isn't true. Oh, I would say... no, that's not true either. Yeah, O'Malley is not better at fantasy football than Weaver and Colin rapping. God, he had 50 points last week? Let me look that up. Sorry, this is probably the second drunk pod I've done, so hopefully it's good. Yeah, 53 from Count Chocula. Oh, by the way, we had an awesome name game from the whole league. The whole league to Colin's name, and that's why Jesus Christ is my N-bomb.
Jesus Christ is my nigga.
Yep, you got it. That's why he is. Hey, hopefully this isn't, anywhere where black people can hear it, because I just I just had a rap that dropped about 5 N-bombs. It's hilarious. By the way, that's called Rappin' for Jesus. 58 million views. It was 6 years ago. So if you want to see that, Google Rappin' for Jesus. His wife has some. His wife had some sick flows too. Here, listen to this shit. Is that Aaron Weaver I hear? Or is that Colin Gall? That's probably Colin Gall. Okay, so.
If you want to reach those kids on the street, then you gotta do it.
Whatever. He said, if you want to reach those kids on the stoop. Ugh, racist. Can't be like that. Oh, anyway. Had an awesome night tonight. Like I said, went and played a brewery. They gave me free beer and pay me. It was kind of weird. The people there were not very receptive. Maybe I just suck. I don't know. But either way, I got paid and got some beer out of it. So basically, playing music and beer is what I would be doing on a regular night, so I got paid for it, and that's exciting. All right. So last week, I got beat by Chubber in the Rye. By the way, that's what I was going off of, all these fucking awesome names that people came up with. Thank you so much for that. That really made my night. Let's go through some of the best ones. The cream of the crop, the Chubber of the crop, the cream of the chub. Here we go. All right, here's some good ones. Chub this dick. Moby Chub. The Chubby Bunch. Ew. Moby Chub. Chub of Monte Cristo. Chubby Dick. Infinity Chub. Ender's Chub. Chubble Bath. Milk Chub. A Wrinkling Chub. 2.5 Chubs. Kiss from a Chub. Rage Against a Chub. Chubber Butter. Chubble Butter. I don't know what that is, but it sounds gross. Chub Went Out for Jesus. That goes hand in hand with the rapping for Jesus. Chubble Chubble. Chubble Trouble. Chubble, or Double Chubble. Indian and the Chubbard was the winner. Indian and the Chubbard. Ugh, racist. You don't say Indian anymore, Adam, unless you're talking about the dot Indian, not the feather Indian. So I think what Adam meant is native people and the Chubbard. Chubby Chaser, Chubby Chase, Count Chubula, Chubb's Chumps, Addition by Chubtraction, the Chub Scouts, SoCal Chub Doors, SoCal Chubbers. I'll like that one for you, Weaver. No likes until me. And Meet Me at the Chub, Into Chub. That was an underrated one by Peebly. Like that one. America's Got Chub. TD's in the Strip Chub. Coop Bear and the Chublet. Rubber Up the Chubber. I don't even know what that means. I assume that means putting a condom on Peebly, but... And then Colin with... he shows up and tries to join the game, and he says, "The last chub," and gets 0 likes on it. Oh, ugh. The longest chub. Oh, man. Chub Hunt is in. All right, I think we're done. But, yeah, I had a great time doing that. Yes, Max, you did start the right quarterback this week for the first time all year, I think. So good job there. Sipping wine on y'all motherfuckers. All right, so the What It Shows podcast, a horrible rapping podcast. Good job. I actually enjoyed the shit out of it. Y'all were talking mad shit. I will see you in person tomorrow, so I hope you bring that same energy. I'll put you in the fucking crippler crossface, dude. Or I'll just go downtown, get hammered, and then lie in Brad's bed all day. If Brad's there, that's fine. But that's what I did last time. So I don't have any in-depth analytic breakdowns. Absolutely not. I'm not good at analytics. I'm not good at math. I'm about as good at analytics as O'Malley is at cultivating a healthy relationship with a female partner. As good as O'Malley is at managing a fantasy football team. And slightly better than O'Malley is at managing his fab budget. He acts like his team is in first or second place. He has $76 left in that budget. There's a little math for you. He only spent $24. Or, yeah, 24. Oh, bam. Hell of math right there. That is approximately $19 more than the person in third place at spending the least amount of dollars. And $24 less than Scott's super shitty team. So yeah, maybe you should buy somebody because your team scored 53 points last week. You got doubled up. I would love to do a deep dive and see how many times people have been doubled up, but I don't think it's a lot. And you just got doubled up, and let's look at your fab bids. Apparently, you thought $25 for Brian Hill would do it. Nope. Royce Freeman. Why? Is there a reason Royce Freeman's getting picked up? Kareem Hunt also outbid Count Chocula, just not even trying. Clear front runner for Sacco, but we knew that about 5 weeks ago. All right. Savor that win you had against me because I'm still fucking super butthurt about it. All right. Anyway, we have some real life updates. Everyone's been sending me their life updates. It's been amazing. Let me go over them. Make sure I have them all correct. Evan is still living in the city, still married, still has a cat that looks like an ancient version of my cat. We should probably get together and go see a Warriors game at Chase Center because they're like $20 a seat now, which is absurd, but also pretty reasonable considering how bad their team is. And all those rich motherfuckers who bought season tickets are probably just rolling over in their future graves, wishing they hadn't done that. So you and I should go to a game, root for Pascal and Poole and all these fuckers that barely should be in the Damian Lee. The only thing he's good at is marrying Steph Curry's hot ass sister. God damn, good for him. Anyway, well, so that's what Evan's doing. He's still living in the city, married with old cat. Adam also got married recently, this last weekend. Congratulations! It was a beautiful ceremony. I'm shocked that he didn't invite any of you guys, but I guess we all know who the power ranking best friend is, me. And it was a beautiful, beautiful affair. Adam's suit looked great. Noelle looked beautiful. They had a big old cake. They had kegs. They had a lot of whiskey for me, soda water. And at one point, they paraded me around in a chair. I was like, oh, this isn't a Jewish wedding, and I'm not getting married, but this is fun. And they just kept doing it. Anyway, thanks for the invite, Adam. Beautiful wedding. You're married now. All right, and then we got Pebbles. Pebbles is currently being hacked by Facebook, probably Russians. They're telling all his close friends to shop at offshore online stores like .ga, .nov, whatever the fuck. Anyway, Pebbles, make sure you delete your shit because, good lord, you're basically a Russian now. I mean, you married a Russian or you're marrying a Russian, whatever, and now you're Russian and you're hacking people and sending them bullshit. All right, then we got Hawk and Cock. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Yes, Hawk and Cock, my guy. That's what's up. I don't really know what Brad's doing other than growing that beard. Surprisingly, in the top 4 power rankings for best beard in the league, we've got a lot of shitty beards in this league. Max, terrible facial hair. Weaver, some reason looks better with a mustache, but also terrible facial hair. Bill, terrible facial hair, somehow looks better with a terrible mustache. Colin, no facial hair. Count Chocula, no facial hair. Adam, no facial hair. Evan, pretty good, probably top 5 in facial hair. And then Peebley, 0 facial hair. So I'd say it's me. Well, clearly Scott is the league leader in facial hair power rankings. He looked awesome. He looked like he was about to blow up a bus, but he did look awesome when he got back from junior year with that full beard. I would say me and Brad are battling for second and third, respectively. And then Bacon's looking good. He's got that great Minshew mustache. So I guess Bacon's up there too. So it's probably in no particular order after Scott being first. It's probably me, Brad, and Tyler in the facial hair power rankings. And then Evan, probably solidly after all those people. And then it's just a free-for-all for shit facial hair. I guess you'd have to consider Weaver and Bill because they look better with shitty facial hair. But anyway, that's just neither here nor there. Brad still growing a beard. No shave November. Love it. Anyway, I'll see you this weekend maybe. Sean O'Malley still cultivating that single life in, where do you live, Campbell? Yeah. Anyway, Scott is actually dead now. I got his death certificate in the mail. I think we should collaborate on some kind of obituary for him because we know him better than anyone. And rest in peace, Scott Novum, and that beautiful facial hair. Colin Gall is officially homeless, out of a job. If you have the wealth power rankings, he's probably dead last in accumulating wealth at this point. I think unemployment is actually going to be pretty kind. But, oh, geez, talk about wealth power rankings. All right, quick 1 to 12, just my assumption. I think Max in the oven, and his child is probably making the most money, followed by Peebly, then Brad, then Evan, then I guess I'm gonna go with Sean, and then oh God, I guess I gotta go with Adam next, and then Tyler, and then Weaver, and then oh God, this is getting tough. Is Scott making any money right now? He's just in school, right? So he's hemorrhaging money? All right. Anyway, it's pretty much a free-for-all at the end there. I'm probably close to the end in power rankings of money making, but in having a good time, I'm up there. All right. Anyway, I've been wasting a lot of time. I don't have a ton of time. I think my girlfriend's on a BART ride home, and she's going to want to hang out for sure. So I'm going to have to just get straight here to these these matchups. All right, Fertile Oven versus Super Thighs Me. Hunt just pretty much scored his projected, so I had me before him anyway. I had to throw Randall Cobb in there because apparently all of my guys are questionable. Marquise Brown, Alshon Jeffrey, both on the wrong side of questionable. So I went with Randall Cobb because he's gotten 16 targets in the last 2 weeks, and I think he could, I don't know, provide a high floor. That's pretty much it. But we got I think we've got a pretty even wide receiving core. I don't think Deebo Samuel is going to get 10.6. I think that's a high. Our boy Carlos Cortland Sutton, he is having a great year. Really high floor. And then, of course, Kupp, who's been terrible these last few weeks. But I still got myself. I just like my running backs better. And I think Jackson has a big week. So, yeah, I think I score more than 118, and I think Evan scores less than 110. And I move on for the victory. All right, Pebbles. I am the Walrus with, oh, God, 1 point. The Pittsburgh defense coming in clutch for you. And then Jarvis Landry. Pebbles doing the classic Pebbles thing, already talking about wrapping it up for the week. Not sacrificing any of these bench players. Maybe. Don't you have an IR slot? Thielen shouldn't play probably, right? There's a chance. Ooh, you're going to have that questionable tag for the entire week. Sorry, buddy. Sipping wine on y'all. All right, so let's see what Sanders is benched, as he should be. Oh, the two tight end stack. I love it. Yeah, Pebbles, just roll with 81. I got Ezekiel, saw the deal. I got Adam. That's hilarious. Oh, man, just keep getting pushed further and further down. Ooh, you're like that high school prom date. Just getting pushed further and further down. You know what I'm talking about. All right. New Zealand. The New England Empire, not the New Zealand Empire, is going up against Hawk and Cock. Wow. This one seems like the toughest matchup to predict. I actually, before even James Conner had a shitty day, I was projecting New England Empire to win this one. I have my old podcast, like I said. Maybe I'll just release two, the sober and the drunk one. No, that'd be too much. Anyway, let's see. Le'Veon Bell, Damian Williams, is he like for sure just, yeah, he's 12 and then 19. I guess he's the starting running back now, huh? Jason Witten, I like that addition. Okay. McLaurin, finally getting the start. I like that. Okay. Yeah, I think I got to go with Tyler here. I think that I think Sanu is just going to finish out as a top 5 wide receiver ever since he got traded. So from week 9 on, I think that Mohamed Sanu is going to be top 5 in the league. For whatever reason, his routes are great. He's running a lot of those underneath quick outs that Tom Brady loves to hit, and then yeah, he had a million fucking targets. It just broke so well. If only you're in the race still, Bacon, you have Sanu and Ridley. That just breaks perfectly for you. Emmanuel Sanders, didn't he get hurt? What's up with him? Yeah, he's still sidelined. So you got Kittle and Sanders, the poser best tight end in the league, who's doubtful, not going to play. And yeah, I still have you though. I think you're going to do well. Yeah, the brittle George Brittle isn't going to play. So sorry, buddy. Emmanuel Sanders though, I got you. Tough matchup though. I hope you win and keep those contenders down. Push them down. All right, count Charkula versus Super Shitty Team. Another real shitty day for Charkula. 1 point from his kicker, Boswell. 4.8 from Vance McDonald. And 3.1 from Juju. Yep. I mean, I had picked Scott in my podcast I did when I was all headachy and shit. And he has 2 people not even playing, and he's projected more than you now. So, pretty exciting shit there. I got Super Shitty Team. Kirk Cousins has been playing a lot better, and Stephon Diggs, I think, will have a great week against Denver, especially with Thielen out. Sammy Watkins against the Clippers. That's pretty fun. I think, I mean, look at that. 8 targets, 10 targets, 9 targets. He's bound to get into the end zone eventually, right? It's just too much of a volume. And then Tariq Cohen, we were all talking shit about him, as we should. Got lucky, bailed out with a touchdown, so still sucks. But I guess if you got to keep rolling with him because you've been doing it all year. Edelman will probably be put into that Adams slot, so that's going to be a good 14 projected there. Already get him to 96, and then he'll start a defense. He'll be projected over 100. Easy win for Scott N and his Super Shitty Team. Yeah. Clear front runner for the Sacco. Again, we knew that a long time ago. All right. Next up, we got Straight Jameson, Diamond Bill against Chubber and the Rye. I love it. Love it. Chubb sucks. 9.2. 27 times for not shit. I hope you beat down Colin. I really do. 132 is a lot to be projected, though. Like, projecting, god damn, I guess McCaffrey should be getting that much. Yeah, he's averaging a little more than that every week. That's awesome. Good for him. I think the Panthers destroy the Falcons. I love a good team, and I think the Panthers are good. Coming off a loss against a shitty team, coming off a win, you gotta love the better team in that, and I do love the Carolina Panthers in this matchup. I think they wreck Atlanta, and I think Christian McCaffrey goes off. I think Williams goes off against Cincinnati. I don't know. I just like your team, Bill. 132 is not that much, and you're going to beat down Chubber in the Rye. Worst name. Chubble Bath. Indian in the Chubbard. Ugh, racist. Indian in the Chubbard. You can't say Indian anymore. Come on, Bolomba. I guess you're going to have a tight end in there somewhere, maybe, but really what tight end is going to make a difference? I don't know. It's tough to drop somebody. You don't have any spots left. Probably that defense, though. You'll probably drop that defense. Anyway, I got Diamond Bill here. Continue to push forward through that bye. I'll get that bye. And then Chubber and the Rye can just have this dick. All right. So, finally, we've got climbing Mount Everett and the fertile oven himself, Maxwell Dunn Jr., with child. It's funny, every time I see a movie with someone with child, like some chick pregnant, they're always holding their stomach every time. And that's how I picture Max at this point, just always holding his stomach with child. Yeah, had a good game from Mayfield. Had a touchdown called back from OBJ. Just another shit day for OBJ. He got it called back, right? Was I wrong? I think he got a touchdown call back. He has one receiving touchdown in the year. He's gone over 100 yards twice. Is it safe to say I've officially won that trade? I got DJ Moore, who's outscored him multiple weeks, and I got Melvin Gordon. And best, it's addition by Chubb Traction. No Odell Beckham Jr. sucking dick on my lineup with 8 points every week. You can start other guys. That's the best part about it. So I picked Weaver to win this one. Keep beating down those contenders, everybody. I love it. All these shit teams. I don't think Weaver really has a shit team. I'd love to say it, though. He has an underperforming team. Like, will Tyler Boyd score 11? Probably not. Will Hopkins score 15.9? Probably not. Will this B. Hill guy score 10? Probably not. Everyone's so this is so annoying. This all of a sudden the Panthers have like the worst run defense in the league according to people. And that is, that hasn't really been true except for the Niners game. And okay, well, I guess Derrick Henry did have damn, I guess people are getting a lot of points. The thing is, they're not scoring a lot of yards. They're getting a lot of touchdowns. So, I mean, look at this. There's only been 2 running backs to rush for over 100 yards against the Panthers. So, this whole idea of them being like some kind of sieve against the run is greatly exaggerated. I think they do well. I think they do well this week. I think I don't think they give up many points against Atlanta. Thomas is a stud. Ingram's going to have a great day. Henry's going to have a great day. Jacobs against Cincinnati, great day. I think 132 is a lot, but I do think that Weaver takes this one. Maxwell Dunn Jr. finally with that Baker Mayfield play. He's actually been doing a lot better these last few weeks, where they've gone 2-1, including a tough close loss to Denver, but 17, 17, and 21. Max is like, I'm vindicated. All right, so I got Weaver there, and that's pretty much it for these matchups. Yeah, my day has been good, but that's it. I'm doing a quick podcast. I'll be in Santa Barbara tomorrow, and probably going to do another podcast with Weaver, a little drunk podcast live. Hopefully we'll talk over each other less this time. By talk over each other, I mean me talking over him. He was pretty fucked up, though, so he was like kind of quiet, and I was kind of loud, as I usually am when I'm fucked up. But this one will be better. We'll redeem ourselves. We're going to do much better, I promise. So, yeah. I remember we have a mailbag. Fuck, I forgot. And I got to do this mailbag because I started doing it and I have to do it. All right. So, this mailbag is brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. Just go ahead and dunk it into a Pedialyte to cure any hangover. Trust me, I know hangovers. Top 5, top 3, top 10, top 20, doesn't fucking matter. All you have to do is grab a 5 hour. 5 hours of power, 5 hour rally, whatever you need to do. Get to work in the morning. Don't throw up in the morning. 5 Hour Energy. All right, mailbag. We got our first question here from good friend, Ebird Bryden, a.k.a. Evan. How much FOMO do you have not going to Santa Cruz with everyone? A lot of FOMO. A lot of FOMO. I have a show that night, so I can't. I'm literally going to be playing from 11 to 1:30, so absolutely zero chance I can get there. I'm going to try to get to Santa Cruz during the day and hang out and watch some shows. Maybe have lunch with you guys or dinner or whatever the fuck. But yeah, I do have FOMO. I love going to these tournaments. I'm going to be in Santa Barbara, like I said, and seeing the mixed regionals, which will be fun. But yeah, it just sucks missing all the guys. I think there's going to be a lot of guys there, so it bums me out. All right, top games to watch this week. There are some real fucking shitty games this week, let me tell you. Obviously, I'm looking forward to watching the Panthers game, but that's every week. Every week I'm looking forward to watching the Panthers game. I think Houston-Baltimore is going to be a good one. And I think Philadelphia-New England is going to be a good one. But other than that, man, it's really fucking pathetic. It's really not a lot. There's a lot of loser leave town matchups. There's LA versus Chicago, 4-5 versus 5-4. That's kind of like a loser leaves town. There's Detroit versus Dallas. I don't think that's a loser leave town because the NFC East is garbage. Jacksonville, Indianapolis. That's kind of a loser leave town. 4-5, 5-4. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a few loser leave towns, and then really, not really a lot of good shit going on. There's New England, Philadelphia, and Baltimore, Houston. But I'd say the marquee game is Baltimore, Houston. Look at Baltimore to destroy Houston. I picked them winning by probably 4.5, 5 points. I just see them being better. I mean, I don't think Houston's that good, and I think Baltimore is really good. So I got Baltimore by a lot there. Let's see what else is. Question. How many picks should Jimmy have against Seattle? Well, we already know what happened there. He had 1. And where do I live now? I live in Concord, California, by Buchanan Fields, which is the airport in Concord. If I had my license, I could fucking fly a little plane right from behind my house to Santa Barbara. That'd be awesome, although I'd probably crash. So, there you go. That's where I live, Solano Way. You should come over. We could have an awesome day watching football. All right, and then I had one from Andrew Peebley. I love this. Hey, Stu. Hope all has been well. Sounds like things have really turned around for you since you did the brave thing of quitting your day job. Oh, I didn't quit my day job. I got fired. But I'm glad I got fired because I am pursuing something that I care about now. I'm proud of you too, Peebley. I miss you. I want to come visit you in Oregon. And I think I will because Amber has family up there, and I think we're going to be planning it. But your question is, I found myself, this is awesome, I find myself too emotionally attached to professional sports. It is time-consuming, emotionally draining, and distracting from more important things in life. Being a fan, it can be summed up as living through crushed dreams and failed expectations with a sprinkle of reward and satisfaction, if you are lucky. Dr. Good, not a doctor. What can be done to reduce the intensity of the highs and lows of being a professional sports fan for those that are addicted? Well, let me tell you, being a professional sports fan for as long as I can remember, Warriors fan, I didn't really super care because they were just horrible and everyone knew they were horrible, so there was nothing on the line there. You never had any skin in the game. It was like if they won, it was awesome. If they lost, it was expected. Until recently, when they lost in the finals against Cleveland, that was a really tough punch in the balls. That was actually my lowest point as a sports fan, and it actually helped me turn my life around as a sports fan by not giving a fuck in the future. And that was in the span of about 5 months, the Panthers losing the Super Bowl and the Warriors losing the finals. I just kind of realized that I have nothing to do with it. I literally spend all my time and emotion into something that has nothing to do with me. So, yeah, I would say the best thing you can do is just slowly start trying to wean yourself off it and take everything with a grain of salt. Like, maybe instead of catching every Niners game, maybe catch every other one and watch Red Zone. Instead of watching every Kings game and following up on every one, just catch the highlights. And if they lose, try to look at the players more than the product overall. But yeah, definitely sucks. The Niners are going to be tough for you this year because it's pretty much Super Bowl or bust at this point. And I mean, the Panthers were 18-1 going into that last Super Bowl, and then they lost. So it's like the entire year was nothing. They were just ranked like the 68th best team of all time, but they had a historically great offense and a historically great point differential and a historically great record at 18-1. And they lost in one of the last weeks where they didn't really give a fuck because they had everything all sewn up. So if they had won that Super Bowl, they probably would have been considered one of the greatest teams of all time, I imagine. I mean, they had, like I said, historically great offense, MVP Cam Newton. Anyway, yeah, it's tough. I would say just anytime you have something that's really cool in your really real life to do, just do that. And maybe, keep up on your phone or whatever, but just try to separate yourself from some of these things. Just slowly but surely wean yourself off, like alcohol or cocaine, if you're someone in this fantasy football league. Anyway, fantasy though, can't really get over that. Every time I can have the Panthers win, I could have a show, do everything that's awesome, and if I lose in fantasy football, I'm still fucking butthurt. So that's really the toughest one at this point in my life. But yeah, I love the question. Hopefully you guys will send me a mailbag next week as well, because these questions are awesome. So thank you, Pebbles and Evan, for the mailbag. Anyway, we have Andrew Measley and his fake-ass podcast, along with Colin Gall. Good luck to you guys this week. I think you guys both get beat down into reality and get pushed further away from the golden prize. That is the trophy. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. So I'm Stewart, and I'm all by myself, but I know if I close my eyes and dream, I have you all surrounding me, and we're just a couple of
Best friends hanging out, best friends hanging out, best friends hanging out.